Howdy, howdy, y'all. It's Sir Cowpoke, and welcome on back to Valheim Build Edition, where we're continuing to build up our little CowTown. It's actually turning out amazing. Now with motor out of the way, we can build all the last bit of things with the windmill and every little extra little details that's going to go into good old CowTown and Fred Jr.'s little home and everything. So that's going to be today's ride. So without further delay, let's get you riding. So the first little build that we're going to build out today is going to be where the spa is going to go. And it's going to be a nice little covered outside spa platform type thing. I'm going to put it right around here. It's right next to our main house here, and plus all the other corners are taking up. We got little Fred Jr.'s place over there, and we're going to tear that down and make it better. We got the windmill going over there, and the main entryway to CowTown is going to be this way. But again, it's going to be another video. So I'm going to start building out a structure, trying to gauge how big it is, because this is how big the spa is. It's really not that big. So I got a couple ideas I want to do for it, and so I'm going to work and hash that out. And some of it's going to require stone, but first we need to get an idea of how this is going to sit and everything else. So let me hash out like a good little platform, and let's go from there. Here's what I'm thinking at the moment. So this is going to be like the little patio section where all the chairs are going to go, and then I'm going to have this raised section up here, and the hot tub is actually going to sit on top of this. I mean, it will fit. It's not going to go inside this. There's going to be a little section there, and then there's going to be like a nice decorative wall in the back, but the roof's going to be kind of interesting. It's going to be a different type of roof I've seen in a couple other builds, so I'm going to try to give that a go. But I kind of want this like, I don't want it to be like exactly center. I want to see what this looks like. I think it'd be kind of cool, like a little walk up type thing to it. So I'm going to finish up getting the rest of the floor in here and getting this raised up so we can see how that looks. Then we're going to start working on the roof structure. But I think it's going to turn out kind of interesting, kind of cool, kind of cool. There we go. We got ourselves the outline of this little section and the roof. Look at that. That looks so cool. I have no idea how I'm going to fill that in, but I'm going to try and see if it works. But if anything, it looks really cool. I think that little design looks super cool. I have no idea how it's going to look when I try to fill it in, but it's still pretty slick. And I decided to do this whole little deal. This is going to be a special cool little wall. I'll show you that at the end. And everything else, but it's a nice little, it's like a nice little gazebo type thing, and I think it's going to look pretty slick. That roof really did turn out pretty cool. You can see what I did is I put those two together, and then I shot them straight up to connect, and then I did a little bit inside there, and then I connected this for actual support. So it's pretty much, it's real basic, real simple, but the design and texture looks super cool. At least I think it really does. I'm going to see how it looks when it's roofed in, if I can get this roofed in. Hopefully I can. Pretty sure I can, but like I said, this is more of a gazebo type thing, so if it's not fully enclosed, I don't know. I'll play with it, but let me get the rest of this all knocked out. I'm going to finish up this little type build, and then we'll get on to the next bit, because yeah, this is looking pretty slick. There we go. It is all done. It's all wrapped around. It's all roofed and everything else. I think this turned out quite nice. I decided to go with these windows right here, with those in the are just our standard windows and everything, except for because I was thinking about like just doing these like all the way around, but these just look better. It gives it a little bit more enclosed. And then when you open up the door here, it leads right into the nice little hot tub. Got the two flags, two big fire pots there, the coal burner ones here, so it gets tons of light. Got a couple chairs, some stools in here. We could easily decorate some more, but this is supposed to be like the hot tub spa type section, and I left the holes up there for two reasons: one, vent, and two, I couldn't figure out actually how to close them up properly. But then again, it's supposed to be a little bathhouse anyways. It's all open. If it rains, hey, everything's going to get wet anyways. Plus, you're already wet in here. So this has actually turned out quite nice. I think it turned out really, really cool. And I put the full section in the back here, right here, because I think the backdrop looks just better, especially when you're looking like straight on, like just like this. It just looks a lot better. I hope y'all think so too. This turned out pretty cool. So we got a lot more building to do for this episode. So let me go grab more stuff, and we're going to expand our little farm over here, which will not take very long. What I'm going to do is I'm going to knock out this fence right here, build up a little stone pathway up here, just build our nice little foundation to have our windmill and a small little tiny shed, like just a simple shed, so we can have a couple chests and everything else, and maybe like the little whatever this thing's called, the spinning wheel. We need the spinning wheel up here. That way we can do double the work and everything just like that. So that's going to be my next deal. There's wood up there for some reason, don't know why. So let me grab all that while the fog's rolling in, and we'll see what that looks like. On to the next section, which is our little farm thing. So let's take out, I'm going to take this whole thing out. I like that. Pick all those up. And then I'm going to have a little walkway that is going to go up to it. And we want a stone one. It's going to be an outside walkway. So I'm thinking if I had maybe like off to the side, like even right here, trying to put that guy there, clean this up a little bit. There we go. Then maybe like I have it walk up to this section. See what that kind of looks like real quick, because we're running into a little bit. There we go. Something that just brings it up to about right here. I don't know if that's the correct angle. But I'm going to put a stone pad kind of up here. I'm thinking, because this is the sucker that we're going to build, which is this guy. So this guy is pretty big, and I'm thinking I want him like right here, or like in an angle, kind of like in an angle or something, right here. So it's going to be a thing. And then I'm going to have like a small, like little cottage or like little shed, just a little shed, little Viking style shed, but it's just a shed that has everything else in it. So I'm trying to picture where I really want this to go. I don't know if I want it there like that, and I don't want to take up too much of the farmland that I have. So that's the other thing that I'm running into. So let's see here. I'm going to play with a couple layouts, and I'll show you what I come up with. So here's what I came up with for the little pad that's up here. I think this will work pretty cool. We give a nice little round shape. It doesn't eat too much in the farm. And I'm going to expand this out just a little bit. Again, it's just a small farm, so it doesn't need to be humongous and everything else. I'm going to have a fence, semi-fence that comes up here. And I'm going to let's go ahead and put this guy. So I'm thinking right here in the middle of the round section, have it kind of face kind of like that. And it sits like right there, semi, and like in the middle of the dome thing. And then there you go. We got ourselves a windmill. And it will spit everything out here. And I'll load it up in the back. I have plenty of room to move it around. I can bring it back just a little bit more. A little bit more. About like, bring it back farther back, like right there. There we go. Yeah, that will work better. And so now it's starting to look really, really nice. Check this out. Check out that view. Look at CowTown. Look at CowTown. CowTown's amazing. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to build a small little shed, like right around here. And I'm going to move the, the beehives up here too. I have a little idea that I want to do with the beehives, which is like it's like a little boxed in beehive section. It makes it a little bit easier to store and to keep the bees away and things like that. And to pick up honey. I got a little idea for that. So I'm going to come in and build a small little shack. This tree might have to go. It might have to go. We'll see. But I think this is going to turn out pretty cool. So, and I'm also going to put like a railing, like a little mini railing around here. I don't know. I'll play with a couple ideas. But yeah, let me just knock out all that, and we'll see how the little addition is. So here I just want to give you a quick show of what I'm thinking of the shed. So this is going to be the shed section. It's going to be that L type shape. It's going to have like a stone section and then a small little inner section that's wood. wood flooring and stuff. I'll show you all what it is, but this is just how I'm thinking about doing it. And here's the Beehive. I wanted to really show this off. So this is like a little Beehive. I saw this on another YouTuber type thing. They came up with a couple different ideas, and so I was like, whoa, that's actually kind of nice. It gives the Beehives its own little thing. It actually makes it look like it's a true like Beehive, like modernized Beehive like section. You can come up here, you can harvest your honey, and it should pop up here, and you just walk around if you need to or anything else. But it gives like a nice little nook to itself. So it turned out pretty cool. So I'm thinking this is going to work out great. So I just wanted to show y'all where we are at and how the little process is before I fill in everything else and put the walls in and everything. So let me knock out that section and we'll be good to go, and this whole section will be done. Alrighty, y'all, here we are at the end. I just finished up all the last little details to the little expansion to our farm of the windmill. I'm inside the tavern so we can just show you everything, how it looks, and even Thea's excited. So let's go and check this out. You open the door, and then boom, we got this nice little walkway with railing. The farm actually expanded out a little bit more, which turned out amazing. So it was actually a good idea to do this. And this turned out pretty slick. We have a nice railing all the way around. It's nice and round, nice and smooth. It just fits so great, and you get a great view of CowTown. I mean, check out CowTown. It is just growing, it's becoming amazing. The beehives, they were a little too close together. So in order to keep them happy, I have, like, this one still needs more space. I'm going to have to figure that guy. Maybe I'm going to have to put him, like, over there. I'll have to mess with this a little bit more. But turns out that they're just a little too close together. But I still like it, so I'm going to mess around how they sit, see how that works. But that's another day. As you can see, we're already making flour. I already grabbed some earlier. And everything. We have a nice little shed section so we can start getting some flax. We got a fine flax so we can start crafting that. Got a nice little storage with some honey in it. It's growing. It's growing. Fix all that stuff. So for the two builds that we did today, which is this guy and our grand bathhouse over there, that was a lot today. A lot for one little ride. So I'm actually gonna wrap it up there for this one. I hope y'all enjoy the rides. I really do. I think they turned out great. Alrighty, y'all, that's going to end today's ride. CowTown is coming along beautifully. Next up, we are going to be making Fred Jr.'s home. So that will be a fun little build. I think it's going to turn out great. I got a couple ideas rocking in my brain. If you did enjoy today's build, don't forget to shoot that like button down below and leave a comment to let me know. Subscribe to join the posse and click that bell as well so you do not miss on any more rides just like this one. Again, I appreciate y'all so much, and I'll see y'all on the next ride.